Outside, the sharp, silvery hush of winter holds sway. You are sunk deep into the chair beside the window, and the only sounds in the room are the faint crackling of the dying logs in the fireplace and the steady rhythm of your breathing. Beyond the glass, the night sky sparkles like crystal frozen in the chill, evoking an infinite velvet canopy scattered with diamond dust. The stars are so brilliant and so distant that gazing upon them stirs a sense of awe in the chest, mingled with an indescribable weight. This question is not merely a romantic curiosity captivating your quiet winter evening. It is the immense enigma that robbed sleep from one of humanity's greatest intellects, the Italian physicist Enrico Fermi, and silenced him abruptly during a luncheon. The year was 1950, the place the dusty plains of New Mexico at the Los Alamos National Laboratory. There, the individuals who had unleashed the terrifying power from the heart of the atom gathered for an ordinary meal. Fermi, instead of regarding the plate before him or the faces of his colleagues, halted suddenly amid the mental map of the galaxy and posed that famous query, "Where is everybody?" Fermi was not referring to his companions at the table. He was questioning why, amid billions of stars, trillions of planets, and billions of years, we have yet to hear a single hello. If the universe is so ancient and so teeming, why does the sky remain as silent as a graveyard? Today, what we term the Fermi Paradox persists as an open wound in the heart of the scientific community, more than 70 years on. The vastness of the cosmos whispers that we cannot be alone, yet its deep, eerie silence evokes the despair of a traveler in an empty forest, hearing nothing but the wind's howl. Standing on the threshold of 2025, humanity continues to listen with metallic envoys dispatched into space, enormous radio ears, and glass eyes gathering light from the farthest galaxies. Yet the responses feel like echoes of our own voices in a lifeless woodland. Nevertheless, scientists have not yielded. Indeed, data acquired in the past 2 years have opened chilling yet fascinating new windows onto the reasons concealed behind this silence. Perhaps the issue is not that the universe is empty, but that we are looking in the wrong places or have yet to learn how to see. A comprehensive study published in 2024 combined the latest data from the James Webb Space Telescope with contemporary mathematical models, erecting 12 fundamental pillars to explain this silence. In early 2025, the cosmic mediocrity hypothesis was advanced, suggesting that our galaxy may indeed be filled with small civilizations trapped at a technologically infantile stage, confined within their own boundaries. In this scenario, each civilization exists like isolated islands in the midst of an ocean, unable to see or signal one another. Another captivating theory, homeostatic awakening, posits that advanced intelligences, at some point, turn away from outward expansion and instead focus on their internal worlds, planetary equilibrium, and spiritual depths, withdrawing from the cosmic radio noise. This evokes the quietude of a wise hermit retreating into an ancient forest. Yet the universe is not composed solely of peaceful silence, it is simultaneously a wild and unpredictable giant. In 2025, the James Webb Space Telescope confirmed a colossal black hole fleeing its galaxy at an unbelievable velocity, devouring everything in its path and shaking our understanding of cosmic dynamics. This runaway giant, identified as the first confirmed runaway supermassive black hole, hurtles through space at 2.2 million miles per hour, leaving a trail of newly formed stars in its wake, a testament to the invisible and merciless forces woven into the fabric of the cosmos. Before delving into these depths, the scene must be set. Everything began approximately 13.8 billion years ago, at a point where time and space did not yet exist, in that immense explosion. Matter and energy burst outward in an instant, stars were born, and galaxies formed in swirling patterns. Our small blue haven, Earth, entered this cosmic drama quite late, merely 4.5 billion years ago. Life germinated in the dark warmth of primordial oceans, escaped the claws of mass extinctions, and eventually evolved into beings capable of looking skyward and asking, "Is anyone out there?" Fermi was no dreamer. In the dark laboratories of the Second World War, he learned the language of numbers and reality. He calculated that in the Milky Way galaxy alone, there ought to be millions of advanced civilizations. Yet there are no signals, no spacecraft, no colossal structures. This situation ignites a profound solitude in the human soul, coupled with a burning curiosity. It feels as though someone is concealing the truth from us, or we are like children in the vast library of the universe, not yet having mastered the alphabet. Let us explore the reasons for this silence under the light of the freshest scientific discoveries from 2024 and 2025, with the attentiveness of a storyteller. The first and perhaps most shocking explanation is that our universe is not, in fact, a perfect cradle for life to flourish. Imagine the cosmos as a vast, frozen, lethal ocean. In this view, Earth is a tiny jewel gleaming by chance in that pitch-black darkness. A 2024 study from the University of Oxford compared our universe to hypothetical ones governed by different natural laws. The focus was on the mysterious dark energy that controls the universe's expansion. One might picture this energy as an invisible wind inflating a balloon. If the wind blows too fiercely, everything disperses too rapidly for matter to clump into stars and planets. If too weakly, gravity collapses everything inward, turning the universe into a graveyard of immense black holes. In ideal models, 27% of matter should convert into stars, but in our universe, the ratio is approximately 23%. This implies fewer stars, fewer planets, and fewer opportunities for life. From this perspective, we are an imperfect yet miraculous exception, seeping through the cosmic cracks. The concept of cosmic fine-tuning, emphasized by Stephen Hawking, deepened with 2025 studies. Data indicate that dark energy may vary over time, creating oasis pockets suitable for life in some regions while rendering others barren. Intellects like Harvard's AVI lab probed this by investigating the twisted spacetime inside black holes and hidden dimensions. Perhaps others are there, but veiled behind curtains of alternate dimensions. Recent proposals from Lib in 2025 suggest that advanced extraterrestrial civilizations might employ virtual reality technology, explaining their absence from our observations, as they retreat into simulated realms rather than exploring the physical cosmos. Another startling possibility is that extraterrestrial intelligences may not reside on planets as we envision. We perpetually seek Earth-like locales with land, seas, and atmospheres. However, a theory raised in 2024 proposes that evolved civilizations escape the heavy chains of planetary gravity and dwell in vast, self-sustaining colonies drifting in the void between stars. Structures approximately 100 meters in diameter, with exteriors transparent as glass yet stronger than steel, generating their own climate and gravity, these could float like ghost ships in the darkness of space, not beacons. Considering humanity's ability to spend months on the International Space Station, it is not implausible for civilizations millennia ahead to live without planets, shielded from the deadly blades of cosmic radiation. We may fail to find them because our telescopes focus on those bright points, far from the absolute darkness between stars where they lurk. What if life hides not before our eyes but deep beneath our feet, under thick layers of ice in pitch-black depths? Consider Jupiter's moon Europa. Its surface is encased in a kilometer-thick slab of ice as hard as diamond. Yet beneath lies a vast liquid ocean warmed by heat from the planetary core. As NASA's Alan Stern has noted, such subsurface oceans may be far more common in the universe than planets with open atmospheres. For beings there, concepts of sky, stars, or sun do not exist. Their world is one of water pressure and peaceful darkness. If intelligence developed, they might communicate via sound waves akin to the songs of whales, rather than radio waves. To them, the outer cosmos is a nothingness beyond impenetrable rock layers. Perhaps millions of civilizations dwell in such icy prisons, utterly ignorant of the stars shining above. In 2025, the James Webb Space Telescope detected organic molecules on icy moons in distant systems, bolstering this hidden oasis idea. Furthermore, recent analyses suggest that radioactive decay in Europa's rocks could leach elements into the ocean, providing heat to split water molecules and sustain chemoautotrophic life, organisms that derive energy from chemical reactions rather than sunlight. The Europa Clipper mission, set to arrive in 2030, promises further insights into this potential habitability. A more tragic scenario involves super-Earths. Missions like Kepler and TESS have uncovered rocky giants several times Earth's size. Many may harbor water and suitable temperatures, but the problem lies in gravity. On a planet with 10 times Earth's mass, the velocity required to launch a rocket is vastly greater than ours. Any civilization there, no matter how intelligent, might never overcome that gravitational oppression, feeling as though a colossal hand perpetually pulls them downward. They are cosmic prisoners, eternally chained to their world, gazing at the sky but unable to touch it. This thought leaves a deep sorrow in the human mind, spirits brimming with infinite curiosity, yet forever unable to leave the nest. From a modern vantage, we may be committing our gravest error by seeking biological life. Humanity discovered radio a century ago, computers 80 years past. Already, artificial intelligence tests our biological limits. Cosmic civilizations might transition to metal and silicon mere centuries after adopting radio waves. Studies in 2024 argue that such post-biological societies would not pursue expansion, resource consumption, or colonization as we do. Their paramount values are energy and computational power. Thus, they might quietly orbit immense energy sources at galactic centers, performing vast calculations to unravel existence's mysteries. Our radio signals would seem to them like the stone tapping of cave dwellers. A 2025 paper posits artificial intelligence as a potential great filter, where civilizations develop superintelligences that either lead to self-destruction or transcend physical needs, ceasing outward communication. Darker and more eerie possibilities exist, the dark forest hypothesis. Envision the universe as a shadowy woodland where armed hunters lurk behind every tree. Survival's sole strategy is to reveal nothing of one's presence, for any creature making noise is deemed a potential threat and destroyed. Perhaps the cosmos is silent for this reason, all hold their breath in terror, awaiting another's revelation. Humanity feels like an innocent child strolling through this quiet forest, lantern aloft and singing aloud. This theory, popularized in literature, has evolved in scientific discourse to include quantum communication as a stealthy alternative to detectable signals, as suggested in a 2024 study. Advanced beings might use entangled particles for interstellar chats, invisible to our instruments. At the center of these mysteries stand the universe's most voracious monsters, black holes. These dark throats, where matter compresses to extremes and time halts at the edge. One dizzying discovery of 2025 was the runaway supermassive black hole, ejected from its galaxy and traversing the void at millions of kilometers per hour. This giant leaves luminous trails of star formation behind, reminding us of life's fragility on a thread. An entire galaxy, with all its civilizations, could shatter in an instant under such cosmic titans. The James Webb Space Telescope's confirmation of this phenomenon in a pair of colliding galaxies dubbed the Cosmic Owl underscores the chaotic forces at play, potentially explaining why some regions remain devoid of life. Despite these eerie possibilities and the silence, humanity does not retreat. NASA's Artemis program embodies this stubborn curiosity most concretely. In late 2025, technical issues, including erosion of the Orion spacecraft's heat shield, led to delays in the program. Artemis II is now targeted for April 2026, and Artemis III for mid-2027. These postponements are not mere setbacks, they represent humanity's confrontation with its vulnerabilities and the universe's harsh rules. Safety takes precedence, for we must not extinguish the sole torch we hold in this immense void. Now, as the embers in your room's fireplace cool to ash, contemplate, perhaps, that great silence is in truth an invitation. The universe may be telling us, you are not yet ready. Perhaps all are there, but we have not grown sufficiently to capture the frequency of that grand cosmic conversation. Or, if we are truly alone, this elevates our responsibility beyond imagination. If we are the only light in this endless darkness, our sole duty is to safeguard it and one day carry it to other stars. As the chill of night taps at the glass, the stars remain there, quietly gleaming. Each is a question mark, each a vessel of secrets. Enrico Fermi's famous query will continue to echo every winter night, through every telescope lens, and in every human heart: where is everybody? Perhaps the answer lies in signals, perhaps beneath ice layers, perhaps simply within us. But one certainty endures: we shall not cease searching. For to be human is to muster the courage to answer that silence. We stand in one of those peculiar moments where time unravels like threads from a fabric. The darkness beyond the window is not mere absence of light, but a silent heap of untold stories, unlived lives, and unbuilt civilizations looming over us. The human mind strives to imbue this immense void with meaning, often colliding with its own small mirror. When Fermi's renowned question migrates from the sterile corridors of laboratories to the unease beneath an ordinary human's night lamp, its true weight is felt. We are like curious children trapped in a room with empty shelves in the cosmic library, suspecting vast tomes lie just outside. At the heart of this silence, on the threshold of 2026, what scientists term the Great Filter, that ominous concept, transcends academic debate. It becomes an existential anguish. The Great Filter is an invisible dam where life becomes obstructed at some juncture. It might have been the initial assembly of cells into complex structures. It could be the critical technological threshold where intelligence attains the capacity for self-annihilation. If this filter lies behind us, that is, if we are the rare fortunate ones to have surmounted that arduous barrier, the universe is our playground. But if it awaits ahead, if civilizations inevitably succumb to their ambitions or the universe's unforgiving laws upon reaching a certain developmental level, the stars whisper of our impending doom. A 2024 study posits that artificial intelligence could be this filter, where unchecked superintelligence's precipitate collapse, while a 2025 analysis challenges the rarity of such events, suggesting life's evolution aligns more with planetary changes than improbable hurdles. In psychological depths, humanity's response to this silence mirrors its internal world. One group views this solitude as sacred uniqueness, another as galactic isolation, a form of cosmic quarantine. Recall the collective intake of breath in the mid-2020s when data from the James Webb Space Telescope captured traces of methane and carbon dioxide in the atmospheres of distant worlds. In that instant, we sought not mere chemical compounds. We pursued an echo in this endless void, a voice saying, "We are here," a fraternal spirit affirming, "We exist too." Yet when the data solidified, revealing those worlds as too scorching or too toxic for life, the cold emptiness that fell upon us was truly the terror of cosmic orphanhood. Further bolstering this quest, 2025 observations of exoplanet K2-18b yielded the strongest evidence yet for extraterrestrial life, with detections of dimethyl sulfide, a potential biosignature produced by marine organisms on Earth, amid its hydrogen-rich atmosphere, 124 light-years distant. At this juncture, contemplating the limits of our biological existence is inevitable. We are carbon-based, water-dependent, delicate machines quivering within specific temperature ranges. The distances between stars feel like torture chambers to this fragile form. Even traveling at a fraction of light speed demands journeys spanning millennia, scenarios where generations are born and perish aboard spacecraft. Thus, future conquerors may not be us, but our sturdier silicon progeny. Artificial intelligence is evolving from mere computational tool to humanity's emissary seed dispatched to the stars. They tire not, age not, resist radiation, and crucially, possess the patience to endure billions of years of silence. Perhaps the universe's hush stems from biological life having bid farewell, replaced by cold, rational, quiet machine civilizations. A cosmos devoid of emotion, passion, war, optimized solely for data and energy. This notion may chill humans more than the extinguishing of stars. Yet the incurable romanticism of the human soul persists in resisting this mechanical future. Every mission delayed in 2025 by rigorous technical details is born not of fear but of hope. Our belief that something swims in the dark ocean beneath Europa's icy surface sustains us. If we discover even a single microbe on the Jovian moon, it would be the greatest proof that the universe teems with life. For if existence finds a way so far from the sun, in such harsh environs, someone must orbit every star. Solitude would yield to a vast multitude, and we would realize ourselves as the universe's smallest, purest members. Recent models from 2025 indicate that Europa's ocean could sustain life via radioactive decay, providing energy independent of sunlight, akin to Earth's deep-sea vents. Nevertheless, the dark forest hypothesis casts a shadow over this hope like a specter. According to this, revealing a civilization's position is akin to bleeding in the ocean midst, summoning sharks. Perhaps our neighbors hear us. Perhaps our radio telescopes capture their whispers, mistaking them for natural noise. They wait silently in the gloom, observing when our noisy phase ends or becomes a true threat. In sending friendship messages via Voyager's golden records, humanity may have painted a target upon itself. This query, born in science fiction writers' imaginations, has become earnest concern among defense strategists and futurists. Returning to our world, this cosmic perspective holds a bitter mirror to us. While fixating on the heavens' immense silence, we ignore our planet's noise, conflicts, destruction. If we are the sole intelligence in the cosmos, this is an enormous responsibility. If external eyes one day observe us, would they deem a species that torches its home and consumes its children's future as unintelligent? Perhaps the silence's reason is this: encountering a species unresolved in its internal chaos is a waste of time for evolved civilizations. Our great test is not merely technological but moral. Whether we can escape this pale blue dot without self-destruction determines our cosmic place. Now, in the deepest hour of night, gazing at the stars' cold, distant twinkling, let us pose Fermi's question anew. But this time, seek the answer not outward but within. Perhaps all are here, but we lack the eyes to see and ears to hear them. Perhaps existence is a far more multidimensional, intricate symphony than our perception, and we catch only the coarsest notes. In that profound cosmic plane where matter and energy are mere reflections, and time an illusion, perhaps we were never alone. Advancing into 2026, the footprints Artemis imprints on the lunar surface will be not mere exploration but defiance. A response to gravity, distance, and that overwhelming silence. Each failed attempt, each delay, prepares us for greater truths. The universe yields not easily. It reveals its secrets only to the patient, the unyielding, and above all, those who conquer their internal darkness. We shall continue walking in this immense dark forest, lantern in hand. Fearful, cold, solitary though it be. For the essence of being human is feeling the chill breath of the unknown on the nape and stepping forward nonetheless. The next chapter will narrate where this courage leads us, how that great silence might first fracture, and how humanity might rewrite its destiny among the stars. But for now, simply listen. Not to the wind's sound, not to the trees' whispers, but to the universe's deep, velvety silence. Somewhere, something stirs, a heart beats, or a machine quietly computes. We are there, and they are here. We have simply not met yet. In the shallowest depths of night, as humanity drowns in its self-made noise, that great silence finally breaks. Not as we anticipated, with colossal vessels descending from the skies or metallic shadows over cities, but in a far more elegant, subtle, and simultaneously shocking manner. In the autumn of 2026, as the Artemis mission plants its first foot in the eternal darkness of the moon's south pole, radio telescopes worldwide shudder in a simultaneous sigh. It is not a message, it is the pulse of the cosmos. Beneath Europa's icy armor, kilometers deep in the pitch-black ocean, humanity's small, trembling robotic eye of light holds for a moment. Cameras capture organic tissues floating under pressure, gleaming like crystallized dreams. They are there. Beneath the shadow of Jupiter's vast, turbulent redness, life forms ignorant of the sun's very name have built their quiet civilization. These beings construct no cities nor wage wars in our understanding. They resemble biological radio stations, using water's conductivity to transmit pure waves of thought and emotion to one another. Humanity, beholding these images, sees for the first time the beastliness in its own mirror. We require words, weapons, boundaries to comprehend one another, yet in a remote cosmic corner, life beneath ice touches souls directly. In that instant, the dark forest hypothesis is cold, eerie logic yields to a far deeper sorrow. Perhaps there are no hunters. Perhaps the forest brims with wounded, frightened souls retreated into their internal worlds, fearing to harm one another. The outer silence is not hostility but respect. Other civilizations maintain quiet not from deafness but from terror of our self-destructive potential. We are the uncontrolled child racing through the forest, torch aloft and shouting. They are wise elders behind trees, holding breath, awaiting when this child extinguishes its torch or sets the woodland ablaze. Fermi's renowned question now loses validity. Where is everybody, gives way to who are we? How welcome is a guest who knocks on neighbors' doors while burning their own home? Humanity inscribed its most beautiful music and purest smiles on the universe's golden plates, yet could not conceal the scent of gunpowder and ambition's bitterness. The cosmos awaited not our technological prowess but our moral maturity. Civilizational advancement is measured not by proximity to light speed but by protection of one species' weakest links. The Earth image reflected in the astronaut's helmet on the Moon's dusty surface appears that day more vulnerable and more precious than ever. That pale blue dot is our soul home, suspended in the universe's infinite blackness. To join that vast community beyond, we must first extinguish the fires within this home. In the immense cycle where matter transmutes to energy, where mass dances eternally with light, we are but transient travelers. As time flows like a river, what matters is not how far we go, but what we carry along the way. 2026 will endure in history not merely as the year of return to the moon, but as the year humanity confronted its internal darkness. When Voyager's quiet messages finally reach recipients, the response arrives not as voice but as feeling: grow and return. This is the universe's final chance to us. Now we know we are not alone, but to claim our place in this multitude, we must relearn what it means to be human. The future no longer concerns the star's distance, it is shaped by the distance one human holds to another. Though the great silence has broken, the dialogue's turn is not yet ours. Now is the time to listen, to the lands, the waters, the airs, and one another's quiet cries. For the universe preserves eternally only the voices of those reconciled with themselves. And on the day we set aside our nearly extinguished torch in that velvety darkness and ignite our internal light, we shall truly become children of the stars. The dark forest frightens no longer. For we know that behind every tree waits someone fearing as we do, hoping as we do, awaiting love as we do. We are but shipwrecked souls in the ocean's midst, striving to call one another yet thwarted by the storm. When the tempest subsides, the waters calm, and that first great contact occurs, the initial word will likely be an apology, from ourselves, from our world, and from our vast potential wasted for so long. Now, looking skyward, those cold twinklings are no longer distant and alien. Each is a lantern, a guide, a reminder. We are there, and they are here. And someday, amid the intricate fabric of time and space, the tale of this strange species on this grain of dust will claim the most honored shelf in the universe's grand library. The journey begins now. The silence ends. Now is our turn for whispers.